we just used to be at home, and we used to be housewives. And then
Yeah. So I'm Sila Sadhvi. I'm a content creator, come
Mhm.
influencer in Asli Kahani. So
Okay.
basically, we are writing an article based on shades of women on occasion of International Women's Day.
Uh-huh.
So there are certain categories which we are working on right now. So International Women's Day being one of the renowned topic and very engaging to people who are mostly
Good.
not aware about a lot of things. There are different categories of women as well, like working, non-working, who are single child, the single women as well. The multiple categories which people are not aware about how they are managing their
Mhm.
work life and personal life. So we are very happy that you have come under one of our category, which would be our viewers will, the readers would love to read about you. So there are
Sure.
certain set of questions which I would like to ask you.
Okay.
So let's begin with the
Yeah.
questions. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So first, I would like to ask you about yourself. Can you describe a bit yourself as well?
Okay. So basically, I am a wedding photographer, and I've been in this field for almost 10 to 12 years now. Okay. So I'm also married, and I do have a son who's 4 years old. And I did my bachelor's in fine art. Yeah, in Bangalore. So I've been born and brought up in Bangalore. Okay. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. So now I would like to switch to the main topic, that is International Women's Day and its significance. So,
Mhm.
what does International Women's Day mean to you personally and professionally both?
See, I think it's very sweet that people celebrate that, because in general, unfortunately, we don't really think of Men's Day much.
Mm.
Sad to say,
Yeah.
but I
Actually,
see all
we
the men. Yeah, I see.
we made
It's
a
not something that we do it consciously. It's a very unconscious thing. But yeah, but I've seen, all the men who very, sweetly and consciously they come and wish us, okay, Happy Women's Day.
yeah.
Two things: either they really want to appreciate us, or they know they're going to get it good if they forget about
Mm,
it.
yeah.
So but yeah, and the way we have evolved, it's really beautiful. Like, first, we just used to be at home, and we used to be housewives. And then
Yeah.
we slowly got onto our careers, and we started doing jobs. Now we have the freedom of working from home, plus
Yeah.
giving extra concentration to family. There are a few people who are brave enough to also have solo trips, and solo travelers. And that's how we have evolved from being just at home to roaming the whole world at the age of 24, 25.
Okay.
And that's
Uh,
definitely.
yeah. So, like, on that basis, when you just spoke about like Women's Day is being more hyped than Men's Day, we actually made a reel on that as well. Like, people are aware about the Women's Day exists, but Men's Day is not even existed in certain
True,
conversations, so
true,
people are not
true.
even aware about it. So even we made a podcast on it, we made reels on it, so I totally get your point. So now, like, how do you think International Women's Day contribute to the global conversation about gender equality and women's right?
Yeah, so I think, yes, it's about giving appreciation, right? And when you're
Yeah.
working hard, you definitely need that appreciation. We don't need to get it all the time, but occasionally when it is done, it really boosts up our energy. And okay, yes, probably I am on the right path, and I am right in what I'm doing. And
Yes.
definitely that is something that I'd like to do. That is that extra support that we get from our family, from our husbands, fathers. And that definitely matters a lot, and this is for both genders. It's just not for women in particular. Even men need to be appreciated now and then, because yeah, it's not just women all the time.
Very
It's people together. Yeah.
true. Even I totally agree to that point. So, on International Women's Day, we celebrate the social, economical, cultural, and various aspects or achievements of women. So, can you share an achievement of yours or any other woman that has been particularly inspiring for you?
I think, see, the first inspiration I've always had in my life is my mother. Yeah, so she came from a very, I would say, a little lower middle class family, but her finance, once me and my sister and me were born, and she knew that she wanted to achieve more goals. She was initially a school teacher,
Okay.
and then she became a software engineer. And it so happened that she was the first lady in the family, who happened to have the opportunity to work abroad. So almost for like a year or two, she was away from family, which is not at all easy, because at that time we were in high school. So it's like, staying with your kids for almost 10, 14 years. And then, you have to leave them and go just for financial reasons. It's not a very easy thing to do, leaving the comfort of your home and doing it. So I think that was one of the greatest things that she's done. And, today, the main reason we are here, it's all because of support of my parents. Yeah. And my in-laws, definitely.
Also, when you spoke about your mom being your inspiration, like, do you think that when we achieve a certain achievement, there is always a lot of baggage. We take it and we go forward. So,
True.
can you elaborate that statement a bit for our for our readers, so that they can get to know about what the baggage a woman takes with themselves to achieve in a certain point, to get a credit or credibility or accessibility in that particular field.
So what you want to know is how I have taken my experiences forward. Is that what you
Yes,
are?
yeah. And other than that, the any woman, not you or me or anybody in the world, in this world, a woman particularly take a particular baggage and move forward, and just to achieve one particular success. To receive, to get that success also, we carry a lot of baggage. So what kind of baggage a person elaborates in that sense?
See, frankly speaking, yeah, okay. So I think this comes back to one of the difficulties I faced during my career. I think the worst lowdown that I had was during COVID, which I'm sure everyone faced. So especially in wedding industry, when people weren't sure of what to do, because there were a lot of people who I would say, see, so they wanted to get married, but they're not sure where to get married, because at
Yeah.
any point of time, there might be a lockdown. At any
Yeah.
point of time, they may say that the crowd has to be just 30 to 40 people, not more than that. At
Yeah.
any point of time, they may not allow you to go outside itself. So, orders were confirmed, orders were cancelled at last minute, because they can't help it, right? It is a
Mm.
very genuine reason which we need to understand. Yeah. So, I think COVID was, the lowdown, but it helped, to, especially with my in laws and my family and my husband. Yeah. It helped to get back on track once the whole fiasco about the COVID was done. Yeah. Yeah. So I think during that time is when, there was a lot of financial lowdown what I had, which, is definitely picked up now.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that is the only thing. But otherwise, what I carry along is yeah, inspiration from other fellow photographers too. And when we see others work, and it always inspires us, to do much much better and give a better product to the people who hire us.
That's really inspiring as well. So, uh, my other question leads to, like, what changes would you like to see in the entrepreneurship system or ecosystem to support women better?
Uh, yeah, I think family support is the most important, because at times when career doesn't work out, or you may be losing your own self confidence, your family is what plays a very important role for you. And
Mm.
sometimes we just don't. It's like when we talk, we just need a ear to listen to us, and that
Yes.
helps a lot. They may not need to reply to us, but just listening, and especially with women, we have a lot of hormones in general. So
Mm.
just listening makes a lot of difference for us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was lovely having a conversation.
Yeah,
So,
thank you so much.
thank you so much for giving us your precious time, because I know you have a pretty big, busy schedule as well. So, it was lovely having a conversation.